Because this movie is awesome. That's the answer to my video title. I genuinely hate this world. It's taken you all a decade to recognize how good this movie is. Back in 2013 when I saw this, I knew it was a great movie, but it got lukewarm reception. Now memes are bringing this film back and people are calling it a masterpiece similar to Megamind. Because back in the day, y'all didn't like that movie that much, but now everyone thinks it's gold. Now is the Croods actually making a comeback? It's hard to say because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm only saying it is because my Instagram algorithm is flooded with Croods memes right now. So it may not be coming back to y'all, but it's coming back to me. The Croods, if you didn't know, is about Grug and his family of cavemen who risk the dangers of their surroundings to find a new place. Along the way, they meet a modern boy who woos them with his adventurous ways. Chris Sanders is an amazing animation directing legend. Look at the slate on this man. Lilo and Stitch, How to Train Your Dragon, The Croods, and The Wild Robot. What do all these films have in common? Exceptional world building and character designs. Admittedly, The Croods has a cliche story and themes we've seen time and time again. A road trip movie where the father and daughter are at constant odds and the family has to decide which morals to follow. It's typical, but even with this, the world building keeps this movie so intact. We start the movie off in these dry-ass desert plains and we stay there for about 25 minutes. While the surroundings don't look that appealing, it settles us into the world these characters have known for the longest. So then when things are finally turned upside down, you feel just like the Croods, curious about the new environments they stumble upon. The movie's pacing isn't too fast or too slow. It's the right pace to let you take everything in while not dragging on and on. The creatures of this world are so fascinating too. You got this cat whose neck moves like an owl. I mean that's badass. You got these land whales, this fucking bird that looks like something on Mario, lemurs that share a body like their cat dog, these birds that lick the bone clean off the plate, and finally, my boy Douglas.
Come on, Douglas, roll over. Good boy, Douglas!
Basically, the entire world of the Croods is a character of itself. DreamWorks, if you're looking for a next video game, talk to Rockstar, make an open world Croods survival game because this universe is big, but make it $20. I gotta make sure $400 is in my bank account by next May. So many shots of this film help the movie come alive alongside the environment, such nice camera work and angles to elevate action scenes and increase comedy in the visual gags. This movie really feels like Looney Tunes meet the Flintstones. Even though I knocked on the story earlier, there's still a lot of heart in this movie that will get you emotionally invested, which is all thanks to the legend, the iconic, the graceful, the best, the hilarious Eep, played by Emma Stone. Now this movie is a 10 out of 10 just for having her in it alone, but really it's Grug who steals the show.
If he actually had an idea of his own, I'd have a heart attack and die.
There's so many stories about dads being too uptight with their family until they retaliate and the father learns a lesson. However, this movie does it in such a heartwarming way because you understand both Eep and Grug's side to their problems. It's a balancing tightrope act that is directed perfectly. Yes, Eep truly wants to goof off all the time, but the caveman world is unpredictable and dangerous, so of course Grug will be fearful of literally everything. As the movie progresses, you lean towards Eep's side because the whole family does as well, but you still feel bad for Grug for pushing his rules on them still. Eventually, when he comes around, you're so happy that this character has seen the light and wants to use his last minutes with his family to fix everything. So yes, Grug is a meme character that's hysterical, but at the end of the day, his character brings tons of heartwarming moments to this cliche yet entertaining story. The Croods deserves a second rewatch from all you a decade later. Come for the rug, it rhymes with Grug, and then appreciate the...
I was thinking of calling it a hug. You can change it if you want.
No, I like hug.
This video was shorter than I expected. Do I even talk about Croods 2 or do I just not talk about it? Let me think. No, that's okay. Hey, did you guys know I made it on the Washington Post? My AI video is currently my most viewed video on the channel, and a guy named Herb Scribner interviewed me and I got to be a part of his article about AI trailers. For a small channel like me, we love to see it. Okay, fuck, I'll talk about the Croods too. The prehistoric family, the Croods, are challenged by a rival family, the Bettermans, who claim to be better and more evolved. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this movie because I don't think I have as much to say. What I will say is the movie isn't bad, but it's just not as good as the first. Now, there's going to be a lot of people who will tell you the opposite. The two Crood movies are very different style, and I kind of fuck with that some. If you're looking for an adventurous, heartfelt movie, then the original is the way to go. If you want a laugh-out-loud character study about the dynamics of two opposing families, then A New Age is your pick. The second movie is a lot funnier than the first by a landslide, but it also suffers by being too fast-paced. The designs of the characters' animation is better, but they look too clean. In the first movie, they did not look appealing, but, Newsflash, they're cave people. They look like Pixar characters here. However, the new facial animations is a step up from the previous installment, and it fits well with how fast-paced this movie is. What this movie does well for a kids film is how entertaining it is with what it's going for. The original had our characters going from location to location to location. 40% of this movie takes place in one location, and while that sounds boring for the kids, the dynamics between the two families is exciting and hilarious. The Bettermans really challenge the Croods into being more advanced, but you know the Croods, they just they don't really have any patience like that.
Right here. All your needs will be met.
I'm hungry.
The Croods 2, it's fine. Like I said, it really just depends on what type of movie you want to watch. But for my money, I'm picking the one that has this music because holy shit, this shit is a banger. But then again, the other one has the sex scene, so
Where you going, Phil? You can hide from your family, but you can't hide from me.